Hey, I'm Chris, and thanks for joining me on this next episode of the Vertex Chaser build, where we'll get some paint down. And starting off with this image, see the body all keyed up, probably remember that from the last episode. And then these next few images of the body primed up. So I have used the Street Blisters 1K light grey primer. It's 2 coats, and it just goes down wonderfully. It just lays so smooth. Super smooth. And talking of priming, everything else got some Mr. Surface of Black primed down, and as you can see here, the exhaust, it wasn't perfect of a weld seal as such, but it's good enough. You won't be able to see much of it once it's all assembled. And then here, we did give the body a very light wet sand. I think it was with 800 sanding sponge, just to give it a light wet sponge before applying the first stage of the 2-stage colour process. It didn't really need a sanding because it was smooth enough, but I'll just give it a sand anyway. And as I say, it's just that, yeah, this primer, it's not white, but it's not grey. It's a nice medium between the two, and it works really well. And like I say, it just lays so smooth. I mean, it's all you want from a primer, really. Yeah, I was very happy with how it went down. And I love these little flexible clip sticks. It's quite handy, especially with the, you know, when you're painting a few bits and you've got like on that board when it's all a bit full, you can bend it into place. It's easy peasy. Anyway, back to the prep. So that's me Tamiya anti-static brush. This is my tack cloth. I do have a stack of tack cloths, but I only use one little bit at a time, and I keep it in a sealed, like, rolled up sandwich bag instead of just leaving it on the side. And I always give the bodywork, bumpers, anything like that, I give them a good rub with the tack cloth. Once it's had a good rub, I like to give it a brush down with the anti-static brush, just to, you know, get rid of any static charge as such, to try and prevent as much dust attraction to the body as possible, because it's bad enough having to paint outside when it's a bit windy. You get dust and debris in the paint, never mind, you know, with a statically charged body, it's just going to attract a bit more. So I just try and do what I can to try and reduce as much as I can. It doesn't stop it, you know, 100%, but is it a preventative measure? I do think it helps some, absolutely. So yeah, this is what I do before I lay down any colour. I've had a few people ask before, you know, what sort of, what's the steps, what's the process is, and I just thought I'd include as much as I can in this video. But anyway, let's get this first colour down, this Porsche Cherry Red Pearl stage 1 of the 2-stage process. So this was after the first coat. It just does look a bit patchy, but you don't want to get full coverage on the first coat. The paint does cover pretty well, to be fair. And like I say, even though it is the first coat, it's covered really well. So we've got a nice base, it's laying nice and smooth, and we just need to lay down another one, and we'll be ready for some colour. And as you can see here, you can just see from these pictures just how nice and smooth it lays down. Excuse the mess in the background. And the rain, yes, halfway through painting it started raining just as I'd finished, so got a bit of rain in the wet paint, so I had to, once it's dry, sand it out, as you can see here, sand it out, and then I just gave it another quick coat of the black, and here we are. It's now had 2 coats, plus the rain damage sanded out and repainted, but I mean, even in black, this Vertex Chaser looks stunning. But I was very happy to get the black down as smooth as it is, and as you can see there, it's gone really well. So I was very happy with that, very happy indeed. And now that's done, we'll get to stage 2. Very excited for this one. And this is stage 2. This is the Porsche Cherry Red Pearl. Now this has had 2 coats, like anything like the primer, the colour, the 2K, anything street blisters, you only really need 2 coats. It's got really good coverage. As I say, this is dry. This was maybe an hour or so after painting. Even though it's just the colour with no clear, I mean, the colour already is looking stunning, and it looks wonderful on this Chaser body, absolutely wonderful. I could tell it was going to be a beautiful colour, because obviously when you're painting and it's fresh and wet, it does look really nice. You know, you get all that, the wet shimmer and the metallic fleck and stuff. And here we are, the 2K. This has really brought that Porsche cherry red pearl to life. Now don't get me wrong, it's got quite a bit of orange peel, but I was painting in between rain showers, so even with that the rain showers, to see how it's turned out is just fantastic. After each coat, I left it in the shed covered with a plastic tub to try and reduce the amount of dust, debris, things like that got into it. So it was not a lot, to be fair. Actually, I was quite pleased. It just looks absolutely fantastic. I just love this colour. Love this colour. I just can't say enough about it. And this was the next morning. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.